I posted a video comparing gold to a few separate items to see if gold was undervalued or overvalued. And in most cases, it showed that gold was overvalued. So I figured now silver price is getting down there, and I figured I'd compare an ounce of silver to a various number of different things to see if I think the purchasing power of silver is higher than average or lower than average. And here we're looking at 1 ounce of silver's purchasing power in gallons of gasoline. And on average, from 1978 to today, an ounce of silver would buy 5.64 gallons of gas. Today, an ounce of silver buys 5.37 gallons of gas, so 4.8% less gasoline than historically average. So that's a good sign for silver. Silver is underpriced compared to gasoline, and gasoline has gone down recently. Here is silver versus gold, and this is how many ounces of silver it would take to purchase an ounce of gold. As you can see, the numbers ascend. They don't descend like the other chart because gold costs more. So the less amount of ounces of silver it takes to purchase an ounce of gold, the higher it's going to be on the chart. Its purchasing power would be higher. So this green line here is the average from 1978 to today. This maroon line up here, right there, is the past 10 years average. So on average, it took 64 ounces of silver to purchase 1 ounce of gold from 1978 to today. Today it takes 70.65 ounces of silver to purchase an ounce of gold. That means today it takes 9.41% more silver than historically average to buy an ounce of gold. Since 2004, it took 58.65 ounces of silver to purchase 1 ounce of gold on average. That means it takes 17.4% more silver to purchase an ounce of gold on average since 2004. So as you can see, this green line, anything below it means buy silver, and anything above it would be better times to purchase gold. We are below both of these lines, so that's in favor of silver versus gold. Now we're going to look at the price of silver versus the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And on average, it took 829 ounces of silver to buy 1 share of Dow Jones. Today it takes 954 ounces, or 13.1% more silver to purchase 1 share of the Dow Jones. That means that versus the Dow Jones, silver is undervalued. This is the spot price of silver versus postage. How many stamps you could purchase with 1 ounce of silver. And as you can see here, this green line, that's the average to 1978. We are right above that average, which I don't see that as a bad sign. I see postage as the most undervalued thing that you could possibly purchase right now. I think postage is about 12 to 20% undervalued. I think that the next postage rate is going to be a pretty big one. But to see silver so close to the historical average of postage stamps, that's actually a good sign for silver. So what these charts have told me is silver is pretty undervalued right now. Silver might be a very good buy right now, but it might go further into that undervalued category. Who knows what can happen? I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my advice and then get mad at me. I think that silver right now is a decent buy, and we are right about where we need to be historically on average. So I think that's a pretty good sign for the silver market. What I think is a bad sign for the silver market is there's not that many people purchasing. I went to a coin show today, in the physical market, I'm talking physical silver, there wasn't that many people purchasing silver. Not as many as I expected, that's for sure.